Now this is down here plant I just wanted to talk a bit more about. A few people have contacted me about it, and this is the so-called cancer weed. It's a type of spurge. Petty Spurge is the proper name. There's also sun spurge. There's other spurges that you will get in this garden, and there's including sort of sorts that were propagated which aren't from this country. I had one or two, but they kind of went wild. But the Petty Spurge is the one that has the sap in it that kills cancer cells for certain kinds of skin cancer. And just to show you what the plant looks like and the way it grows, it is very much grows like a weed. I don't like to use the term weed too much because it sounds like very negative. It's just a wild plant, wildflower. But here beside this bin here, you can see, here it is. This is it, and it has red stems, and this other plant here with the red stems is actually a wild geranium. But if I take this, just take a piece of this plant, not that one, take a piece of this one, kind of white juice on the ends of the, where I tore off those leaves. See here at the stems, little white, and a kind of a milk comes out of that, and that's what they use to treat skin cancer. They mix that into a kind of a cream. I wouldn't know the ins and outs of it, but it's been traditionally used for centuries in Ireland, possibly thousands of years, to treat skin ailments. Works on acne too, believe it or not. It's great for acne. Kind of dries out the skin a little bit though. But it's that common, it just grows like that. It likes well drained soil, likes pebbles and stone, and it can survive in very hot temperatures as well. The sap seems to protect it from drought. You'll often see it on banks, bare areas. It can tolerate direct sunlight, or a lot of direct sunlight, but you'll mostly see it where it has a chance of shade, like so it'll have sunlight and shade. So here the east is over there, so lots of shade for half the day, lots of sun for the second half of the day, and which is over here to the west. You'll see lots of sunlight, sun setting gradually. And I'll just show you a few more places where you can find this interesting weed, this interesting plant. So here it is again, and more obvious. It likes bare, disturbed ground, and you can see the shape of it there. And this is where the ground has been cleared inside a polytunnel. So you will find them often growing in polytunnels, and they spread very quickly. And the Petty Spurge gets hard to find at this time of the year. Here we are along the garden path, and there's the spurge in here. These little leaves, and just dandelions growing among them, and grasses, and more of the herb Robert, which is a type of geranium that grows wild. And so just again, just take off a good piece, and you can see, if I can get the camera focus, that's the milk there from the plant, and it's see, it's like that. It does wonders, and that's why they call it cancer weed. Although Petty Spurge, although all the spurges seem to have some sort of ability to all of them seem to have some sort of ability to help people with skin cancer or skin ailments. But that's where they grow. Now it's been very wet in the last 24 hours, but it was dry up until then. And the spurge kind of likes drier weather.